We have consulted and scaled hundreds of real estate wholesaling businesses, from people trying to do their first deal to wholesalers doing 900K per month to even our own operation where we are documenting going from 0 to 100,000 a month in 60 days. And today I'm going to be revealing the absolute number one framework that all of the best operators use to understand the health of their business in order to drive growth forward and prevent stagnation. I have broken it down into one master framework that people usually charge thousands of dollars for. Personally, I did pay thousands of dollars for it, but I'm going to give it to you for free and show you how to implement it into your business today. Let's get into it. This framework is by far one of the most important frameworks out there, and everybody overlooks it. Why? Because they have no idea that it is actually a framework, but you see it every single day in the business, whether you know it or not. And this framework is lead and lagging indicators. Leading indicators are the measurable inputs in a business that lead to outcomes in the business. And what are those outcomes? Those are the lagging indicators. So the leading indicators are the inputs that you're doing every single day, which will then lead to the outputs, aka the lagging indicators. The biggest problem that I see today, not in just real estate wholesaling, but pretty much every business, is that people are expecting instant results. They have that instant gratification. They expect that every single little thing that they're doing right now is going to lead to results right now. What people don't understand is that there's timing differentials between different parts of the business, which is why we need to understand what are the things that we have to do right now in the short run to lead to the long run results. Leading indicators predict future outcomes and trends. They are those forward-looking results. They help businesses take proactive actions to influence those future results, and it's focusing on the activities that are right now. They're super actionable and can be influenced in the real time. They're correlated with future performance, but it's not guaranteed. And those lagging indicators, they measure the performance of those leading indicators. You get to see the results of the work you're putting in right now. The thing is, with lagging indicators, they take a bunch of time to actually realize. So you won't know the results of something that you're doing right now until maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 months later. And the reason why your business sucks right now is because you have no idea what's going on. Every single day I talk to business owners, whether it's real estate wholesalers, solar installers, insurance, any type of business, and they say, Ben, I don't know why I'm not getting results. Is it the leads? Is it the blood? Is it all that stuff? Here's the thing about improvement and getting better. You have to measure it. Too many business owners, they don't measure the important numbers that they need to know. They do something. They don't track it. They get a result. They don't know why they got that result, which leads them to be uninformed. And when they're uninformed and do something again, it's beginning that flywheel of them just doing, and having no idea what the outcome is. But when you want to make progress and improve something, you have to measure it. Let's use weight loss, for example. You don't just start losing weight magically. I fucking wish that was the case. But there's little inputs that you do every single day that lead to the output of losing weight, whether that is going outside for a walk and getting steps, whether that is working out instead of 3 days a week, 6 days a week, tracking your calories, all those little things that lead to the end goal, which is losing weight. But you're not going to be able to lose weight if you don't step on the scale and track your progress every day, if you don't track your calories, if you don't track how much time you're going into the gym, how many steps, all of that good stuff. Why is this important? Because in business, in anything, and I will always reiterate this, inputs always lead to outputs. Those inputs are the leading indicators. The outputs are the lagging indicators. And when you're tracking the daily stuff that you do on a weekly basis so that you could see the long-term results, you're able to make more informed decisions, be ahead of the curve, play offense to make sure that you are continuing to grow every single month. So how do you track this? We like to use our scorecard template. And if you want this exact scorecard to implement in your business, I'm going to link it in the comments below. So what is this scorecard template for? It is to track our inputs on a weekly basis to tell the story of the health of our business so that we can get ahead of the lagging indicators. For real estate wholesaling, here are the examples of some KPIs you need to be tracking. The amount of leads submitted on a weekly basis. What percentage of them are cold leads? What percentage of them are warm? What percentage of them are hot? What is the cost per lead? What is the cost per contract? What is the return on investment you're getting? What is the cost per contract assigned? Okay, now for the acquisition side, how many contracts were sent? How many contracts were assigned? What is the lead to contract ratio? What is the conversion percentage? Outstanding contracts, follow-up calls made, disqualified leads, and then follow-up leads that got moved into an opportunity. For the disposition, you have the fallout rate, deals in dispo, deals assigned, as well as the average assignment fee, as well as some finance numbers like revenue, growth rate, profit, and then cash collected. So what are the leading indicators? The specific lead indicators are the number of leads that marketing submits. It is the cost per lead. It is the amount of contracts sent, the amount of contracts assigned, the amount of contracts you have outstanding, follow-up calls made, disqualified leads, follow-ups to opportunities, deals in dispo, deals assigned, as well as the average assignment fee. These are all inputs of the business. This is exactly what you have to be doing day by day to get the outputs. I know I'm reiterating myself over and over and over, but it's so simple and people just don't do it. So what is the relationship between the leading and lagging indicators? In order to grow the business, you need to be seeing a positive trajectory of leading inputs. Okay, so let's say the lagging indicator is revenue, making more money. Now let's break down what are the inputs needed to make more money. You need more leads. You need more calls. You need more contracts. You need more of all of that stuff. Let me go add some random KPIs right now. Okay, so these numbers are not really the best, but we'll start with the amount of leads, which is a leading indicator. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 30, 20, 5, 0, 2. As you can see that there is leads going up. We hit a peak, then we go down. Just for this example's sake, you can see with the contract sent, as the more leads we get, more and more contracts get sent, because the more leads that you have based on your lead to contract sent ratio, the more contracts that you're going to send. It's positively correlated. 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 20, 25, 35, 17, 22, 8. Okay, now contracts that are assigned 2, 2.5, 4, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14. You get it. The more inputs you do, the more leads you're getting, the more follow-up calls you're having, the more contracts you're going to get in the short term, which in the long term is going to lead to more assigned contracts, more revenue, more cash in your pocket, all of that good stuff. But as you see later on, after this example, peaks at 100 leads, goes to 30 to 20 to 5 to 0 to 2, just for example's sake. For those weeks where the amount of leads have decreased, you still have a bunch of contract sent because the pipeline, the work you've been doing the past couple days or the past couple weeks has still been going, has still been full. But you get to that point where, because you have diminishing returns in terms of the amount of leads you get, all of those other metrics that are all based on the amount of leads that you get are slowly going to decrease, which on a longer time period is going to hurt revenue and your business is going to decrease. So the best business owners track all of these metrics on a weekly basis. And as soon as they see that first flashing red light of one of these indicators going down, they play offense, they get ahead of it, and they figure out a solution to get that indicator back up. Because if you just watch your leads go lower and lower and lower every single month, but still you're making a bunch of revenue from all the other leads and contracts that you had in the pipeline, in a couple months, you're going to be shit out of luck. You're going to be like, why is business so slow right now? You're going to be struggling, scraping dollar to dollar, wondering what the heck is going on with my business. So think of these master KPIs as just a story. Every single part of the business is inputs and outputs. Each inputs tell a story of what the outputs are going to be later on. So as a business owner, what can you do right now? You have to focus on those inputs. I promise you, the work you put in the next 30 days, you're going to see the results over the next 90. So if you put in the work on the inputs, you're going to be compensated over the next 90 days. The same way that if you slack on the inputs over the next 30 days, hey, maybe your business is not going to be affected right now, but you'll see it over the next 60 or 90 days. Actionable things that you could focus on. 1, getting more leads. I will say it time and time again, real estate wholesaling is not a real estate business. It is a marketing, sales, and fulfillment business. And this is the same with every single business. So 1, you got to focus on more inputs to get more leads, whether that's getting more cold callers, spending more on ads, doing more direct mail, doing more outbound calls, talking to more sellers. Just focus on those inputs, do more follow-up, whatever inputs and drivers in the business that move the needles forward. That is it for the video. Like I said, if you want this exact scorecard template, I'm going to link it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Have a good one, guys.